Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, Turbo, it has come to our price point finally, ladies and gentlemen, right? We have been talking forever about pretty much the 0.0075 area, right? This was just a general area, right? And we can see we actually went even lower down to 0.007, right? So it was a big red day. We saw Bitcoin dropping all the way down to almost $89,000. And just not too many hours before that, it was at 96. So it tanked a lot, right? It tanked a lot. Everyone was panicking. I've seen a few optimistic comments, but for the most part, Twitter, other social media, some of my comments, they were panicking. Even in the private community, a few people were a little stressed, but I was like, guys, listen, this is just buying the opportunity. That is the way I see it. You got to think about it, right? We have one of the most pro, presidents, pro crypto presidents ever, like literally ever, like literally number one pro crypto president um, for America. And if you don't know, pretty much America is the face for many things, um, including crypto, right? The moment they gave the green light, so many other countries are trying to buy Bitcoin. This is going to be the biggest altcoin season. I can feel it. Everyone's gonna, get the fear of missing out. They're gonna be buying Bitcoin. They're gonna be buying altcoins. They're gonna be buying every single thing. This bull run, I cannot wait for. It is why I am being so aggressive with my dollar cost averaging. Right, I got in. I had a buy order at 0.075. And then when I was actually looking, when I was talking in my community, right in my Discord, it was around 8 o'clock, and I saw 0.073, and I said, I'm buying more. I'm buying more. So I literally bought the last relevant bottoms, and we are roughly up a good amount. Even if we go from 0.075, we are up already almost 8% on that position. So now the question is, what is next, right? What is next? For me, it all depends on Bitcoin, but we did talk about how Bitcoin did sweep a very, very key area, right? We can see we swept the last weekly candle at pretty much 89,425, let's just say. And after that, man, we went flying. We can see how the daily candle closed for Bitcoin. You know, at one point it started pretty much at 96,000. At one point, it was pretty much at 89,000, but it actually closed at $94,500, right? So it rejected, right? It rejected and went up thousands of dollars. That is like the most bullish thing ever, right? That is literally the most bullish thing ever. Every time we've had, big rejections, we have been reversing up. Even if we go to something like the weekly for Bitcoin, historically, we've seen, certain price points have been getting rejected here. Boom. We go up. Boom. Right. And, same thing with here back in, pretty much mid to late January of last year. Over here is a noticeable one too. This is where I actually bought some Bitcoin. I remember, right? And it's just the same thing, right? Now we're waiting for the weekly close for more confirmation, but I mean, damn, right? It swept all pretty much the last relevant points over here. Boom, 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 boom. And most altcoins, including Turbo, went to where they're supposed to go, right? When we look at something like Turbo, right? We're talking about this specific candle for a very long time. We're talking about it for a very long time. We tapped into it and now we're green. We're up nice, right? We are up nice. We can also see if we go to the others, right, which is pretty much the relevant market cap for altcoins, we can see we tapped in, right? We had this candle, we tapped in, and now, we are potentially going to do the triple tap that, I've talked about. And the next thing I want to see is for us to break above 340 billion market cap. If that's going to be the case, that pretty much means that's a reversal for all coins, including our beloved Turbo, right? Including our beloved Turbo. And man, I cannot wait for more and more confirmation. Personally, I think this is pretty much it in terms of deep retracement. I don't think we're gonna be going down to the 70s, thousands, 80,000s like some people were saying, right? We know historically that it takes there's many shakeouts, right? There's many shakeout attempts to get people out, and I really really hope for your sakes you did not panic sell today. I really really hope you did not panic and sell your positions purely because it looked really bad in the moment. That is why trading is hard, right? Because you have to analyze and be like, okay, are we actually going to continue dumping and this is it, or is this simply a trap to go up higher? And sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. But when you put in the context for Bitcoin and altcoins and all the news around how everybody's becoming pro crypto, how there's ETFs, how there's so much money getting invested, institutions, how when you look at the technical analysis, right, where we're at, when we look at what kind of blocks we should be entering, like more or less the price points, when we look at big support areas, like we've talked about this area over here, which we pretty much tapped into, and we got more or less this type of rejection. When we take in so many variables, right, you really have to be making a good decision and be like, okay, is the evidence for me or against me? If it's for you, then in this case, you would have realized, hey, this is most likely just a bear trap to go up higher. And that is what I think is going to be happening. We are already halfway through January, and we know historically that pretty much we broke out for many altcoins, and the top, the altcoin indicator, right? It broke out pretty much in the beginning of February. So we're only 2 weeks away, and for most coins, price does have to recover, right? So we've had some liquidity sweeps, we had some sell side, and even just recovering, getting to a certain point, whether it's here, here, or somewhere here, you know, we still have to recover. And we pretty much have 2 weeks, more or less, based off history, before we explode, right? We can even see right over here before we explode. We still have to recover, and we still have to go back to these zones, pretty much get in another 140 billion market cap into the system, into the coins before we attempt to break out and expand. And man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. This is so damn exciting. Exciting times ahead. If you're still part of this video, or if you're still listening at this point of the video, I highly, guys, recommend joining, the private community, just even just for the next 3 months or something, man. This is going to be the most important time of your lives. Um, yeah, this is not do or die, but I kind of have that mentality for myself. There's so much on the line for me in terms of my net worth, in terms of everything. And I'm studying this. I'm looking at this every day, updates, this, charts, making an exit strategy. I already have one, but constantly seeing if I need to redefine it, constantly if I need to do any kind of updates. So listen, man, you have to do that for yourself. You have to. Whether you join the community, whether you watch videos, whether you join someone else's community, whether you just do it by yourself, you have to do it for yourself. You need to create an exit strategy. And that includes for a coin like Turbo as well, right? Something we have discussed before is Turbo may potentially bloom earlier, right? You might not agree with that, but you need to have it in the back of your mind just in case I am right. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. There was some NFT stuff that like 88% of stuff was minted for the Turbo NFTs, which I probably guarantee like 99% of you don't care. So I left it at the end. So if you're still here, thank you for watching. Always appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Guys, love you so much. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.